in the British Virgin Islands, downtown Rotown at the Multipurpose Sports Complex.
And Guyana's just trying to escape this game without going this tournament winless. They're 0-4 so far. BVI 1-3 with the victory over Guyana. Let's see what it has in store for us. Andrews in the circle for Guyana, while Taffy, as they call him, Tam and Taff,
Yeah.
twins for the BVI. BVI controls the tip, and it's Nibs to Tammy Phillip. Guyana in a zone has started. 10 on the shot clock now. Gets a screen to Tammy. Fakes. Now Victor. Foot on the line. No good. Guyana with the board.
A nice
Lewis.
rebound by Lewis.
Back low to Lewis. Spins and gets it to go as Guyana gets the first basket of this game.
And that's Lewis. Lewis looked like she likes to play against the BVI as she scores first.
Had a good game in their first matchup. Now that's Tammy Phillip with it. Off a leg and out of bounds. Stays down here. It's now Foy to Joy. Shot clock running out. Doesn't hit anything, and Guyana controls. McKenzie to Andrews, now to Lewis. Oh, nice pass to Jacobs, and she finishes. Lewis with the early basket and the dish early on.
She's being very active on both ends.
It's Tammy Phillip. Foy for three. No good. Rebound Phillip. And now it's battle for underneath as Guyana comes out with it with McKenzie to Lewis. Lewis drives, almost stolen. And she just passes it out of bounds. Doesn't take a touch. And it's still, and now it's BVI basketball. Early lead early on for Guyana with 8:10 remaining in this first quarter.
The British Virgin Islands looking very unorganized, very sloppy at the beginning of play.
Pulls a jump shot, that's Foy, no good. Rebound again to McKenzie, she pushes. Almost lost control of it. Regains, now goes up, and it's in off the glass.
A strong move in heavy traffic by McKenzie, and now she's on the board.
And quickly off the bench for the BVI comes Tiffany Jennings. She's about to enter the game at the next stoppage. And again, it's stolen by Guyana. It's Hunter. She drives. Off the glass, no good. That's Taffy Phillip with the rebound there.
It's a 4-on-3 break. Can they capitalize? No, it's a turnover.
Lewis going the other way. Lewis regains control underneath, no good. Now it's McKenzie. She gets blocked. Stolen by Hunter. No good, ball is battled for underneath. And BVI comes away with it with Tammy Phillip. Nibs handling. She goes up on Andrews, she gets fouled. That foul is on number 7, Keen Andrews. As the BVI takes it.
The BVI has yet to score in the basketball game.
It looks like they were trying to call a timeout, then decided against it. No timeout charged as Nibs Hanley is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Can't get it to go.
As we have seen for this BVI team over the tournament, not good at the free throw line as Nibs
Kind of plagued them all tournament long. Young team though. Guyana with it. Hunter almost stolen. Hunter regains to Lewis. Jacobs now. McKenzie. Back to Jacobs. She puts it up, no good. Rebound BVI. Taffy. Up to Victor. Oh, nice dish down low, and that's an easy basket for Taffy Phillip. Nice break there, and now it's 6-3 Guyana.
An initial 2-on-1 and taking advantage of the BVI.
Hunter thinks about it now, pulls off the mark.
Hunter probably out of her range.
Oh, and Victor's fouled there by Hunter. Hunter just a little aggressive there.
I expect this game to be very intense and very gritty as it is a battle for the 7th spot in this tournament.
That's Phillip down low. She gets it. Taffy Phillip. McKenzie with it for Guyana. Lewis gets into some trouble. Now BVI looks to push. McKenzie with the steal there. Then pulls the trigger from deep. She's got it.
It's looking like one of those games again.
McKenzie's got it going early on here. Victor. The Nibs Hanley. Thinks about it. Now Phillip. She doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Jennings. Jennings, the smallest person on the court, able to sneak in and just get the board there.
As you can see, and as we have seen, Jennings has that toughness. That's what she brings to this basketball team for the BVI.
That's Joanne Thomas entering the game for the first time for the British Virgin Islands. Jennings is open. She shoots, no good. Doesn't even get anything as the shot clock goes off, but Guyana controls. McKenzie finds Lewis to Andrew. Pass tip, now controlled by the BVI. That's Phillip. She goes in and lays it in with a nice touch.
A nice read on that play for Phillips. Enter in the passing lane. Coming up with a steal.
McKenzie again from downtown. Doesn't hit anything. A little surprising there. She saw the defender go under the screen and decided to test her luck.
Remember also yesterday and then in that tough game in the loss,
Victor goes in the lane, gets hit.
McKenzie, a nice fine-tuned player. Yesterday she got a little banged up on a couple plays.
We saw her grabbing her shoulder a couple times.
A real fine.
Victor comes out of the game, and we see Dair Malone for the first time for the British Virgin Islands. Up top to Jennings. Now Malone. Tammy Phillip with it now. She drives. Off the glass, no good. McKenzie comes down with it. Guyana looks to push. Lewis open for three. No good.
Back-to-back air balls for Guyana.
Cam Phillip to Malone. Guarded by Andrews. She gets fouled. That's going to be the second on Andrews here in the first.
Back-to-back air balls for Guyana, one by Mackenzie and one by Lewis.
And the timeout on the floor is called by Guyana. Tell me some things that you observe early on here.
Well, Guyana is looking to push. They're getting open shots. As we see, Mackenzie able to hit one, came back down and airballed the other, and Lewis just airballed. So Guyana is looking real aggressive, trying to get out in the open court for the BVI. The BVI is looking real strong. They're getting in the passing lanes. They're getting aggressive, putting their head down, getting to the cup, getting to the free throw line. As we know, they have been getting to the free throw line, but they're not been that good from the line in the tournament.
One of the key factors in their loss yesterday was their poor free throw shooting. Tough to admit they shot 55% from the line, and that's just unacceptable in a big tournament like this.
Not in this tournament here. You have to be a lot more effective from the free throw line, especially going down the stretch.
One now.
As we can see, number 7 for Guyana, that's Andrews. She was hobbling, so it seems like the coach will sit Andrews.
And she picked up her second foul as well. Correction. Her third foul in the first quarter.
Wow.
We'll stand to see if that's correct. Malone from the free throw line. It's good. And after the subsequent timeout, we see Smith into the game for the British Virgin Islands. As Malone hits them both, and we got a tied one here. Chester. Mackenzie on the handoff, almost gets broken up. Now finds Lewis. Eiffel can't control. And Phillips carries.
She initially saw Jennings in the open court and was thinking about treading the needle.
And unable to control the ball before she makes the pass.
That's a turnover.
Chester with it now. To Lewis. To Jacobs. Pulls her jumper. She's got it. Nice shot there. Held her hand out a bit after that one. Nice stroke.
That's confidence. That's a nice shot there by Jacobs.
Malone. It's a 2. She answers right back with a jump shot of her own.
Malone has been a spark off the bench for the BVI in this tournament.
Chester looks for Eiffel, just a little too high for her.
But a nice look by Chester for the initial pass on the low block for Eiffel. A little too strong. It's a turnover.
Jennings thought about it. Now to Lewis. To Phillip, back to Lewis. Off the mark. Rebound to Lewis. She stepped on the line.
As you can see, they have Malone guarding Mackenzie.
Mackenzie with it. Once again, trying to force it to Eiffel, just not working so far. As Taffy Phillip is fouled.
And a real nice game early.
The British Virgin Islands are already in the bonus. That will send Tafara Phillip to the line. Foul is on number 9. Shauna Chester. Free throws off the mark.
As we've seen it again. Free throws, the BVI not that good from the line.
Able to hit the second. As BVI takes its first lead in this one. Mackenzie drives, gets fouled. Mackenzie to the line.
Mackenzie is a very fine-tuned player. She's not settling just for the shot. She's trying to get involved in the paint. She's getting to the rim. And she's a very young player. She's only 24 of age.
She's able to do it all.
She lives in the States. She played 1 year professional overseas in Finland. So she has some experience.
Carrying this Guyana team so far in this tournament. She hits them both. Jennings with it. Now to Tammy Phillip. She drives. Oh, nice pass loaded down to her twin sister. No good. Almost a nice save, but into the hands of Lewis for Guyana. Jacobs. She puts her head down and goes up with it, throws it off the glass and in.
That's a veteran move by Jacobs.
Phillip to Jennings just inside the arc. No good. Eiffel with the board. Lewis drives. Jacobs puts her head down. Deflected, stays in bounds. And now BVI going the other way with it.
Nice deflection there by Michelle.
Rebound by Phillip as the jump shot was missed. Jump ball is the call. As we see Sora Rodney enter the game for the first time for Guyana. She started yesterday.
She did as they're giving Jacobs a rest. Jacobs is the senior, the veteran on this basketball club.
And BVI called their first timeout of the first quarter with just 49.8 seconds remaining here at the Multi-Sports Complex in Rotown, Tortola.
A nice game, a very nice game early here. Both teams showing the aggression going to the basket. BVI able to get to the free throw line more than Guyana, but more so not hitting most of their free throws.
Once again, I mean, it's plagued the BVI all tournament long. A reason why they're playing in the 7th place game instead of maybe the 5th place or even the 3rd place game in this one.
Yeah, they had a lot of chances, as Guyana as well. Well, they played great in some games in this tournament, coming down the stretch, but seemingly not getting it down the stretch. In the first matchup, we saw the BVI took a nice lead in the half and going into the second half. Guyana storming back, and the game ended pretty close, 64.
Well, that first game was such a great matchup. And then even in yesterday's game, both teams were right in it at the end. St. Vincent eventually did pull away a little bit, but these teams are both in the 7th place game now and just trying to make the most of it before they, well, BVI stays here, but Guyana heads back to
and you want that feeling for some kind of revenge.
Especially with the earlier loss. Rodney now. BVI in a little bit of a press, trying to cause some disruption. Rodney breaks it. Rodney to Chester. Into the game for the first time is Mitchell. Pass was forced to her. Deflected out by the BVI. Call gets changed. Not a lot of time left here in the first. Tammy Phillip with it now. She looks to do something. Finds Malone. She shoots a three. She's got it. Tie game. 18 seconds left.
Nice shot there by Malone, as that was the initial play for the BVI.
Eiffel. Last touch by Eiffel. BVI with not a lot of time left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Throws it up. Good if it goes, but it doesn't. And that's the end of the first quarter. For me and Kino, we'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Kyle Murphy. I'm here with Kino Gums at the Multi-Sports Complex here in Roadtown, Tortola for the Caribbean Basketball Championships. We have a tight 7th place game early on, with the score being 15-15 between the British Virgin Islands and Guyana. Kino, what have you seen so far?
Well, I've seen both teams looking aggressive. Probably that's why it's all tied up. Both teams get into the free throw line. They're being real aggressive going to the basket. And it's left to see what action held in the second.
Malone thought about it. Now to Tammy Phillip. Gets a screen from Jennings. Gets it to Lewis. Now to Phillip. Phillip drives. Goes up. No good. Eiffel comes down with the board. Chester. Looks for Eiffel. Deflected out of bounds. He's going to stay down here.
As you can see, BVI getting in those passing lanes, disrupting Guyana.
$17 left on the shot clock. Rodney into Eiffel. They're forcing it down there. Well, now it's turned over by Guyana. That's Mitchell unable to control the pass on that end. Phillip looks to drive and gets fouled by Mitchell on the other.
Guyana not fouling smart. They're picking up cheap fouls, and that might be costly later on in the game.
Tammy Phillip with it to Taffy. Malone drives, pulls up, air ball. Nice hustle there, but it's controlled by Chester. Chester picked up a dribble. Finds Mitchell, now gets it to Eiffel right. Oh, that's her spot, no good. Eiffel with the offensive board. She gets fouled. Like we said earlier in the tournament, Eiffel really likes that couple steps outside the paint jump shot.
Yeah, that turnaround jump shot is her money shot. As she works the height, she just likes to catch it on the low block. A quick turnaround, and most of the times that's money.
First one's on its way. Hits the back iron, just a little too strong.
This game might just come down to who can hit more free throws.
And I don't know who I'd give the advantage to. Both teams struggling all tournament. Eiffel gets that one to go. Still early on here in the second. 1 point advantage. Malone tries the three. Oh, she's got it.
Yeah, she's cooking.
Great bench effort so far from her. Guyana takes it up. And back into the game is the leading scorer so far, Mackenzie. She takes out Lewis.
Mackenzie is also the captain for this Guyana club.
And she drives right to the rim and draws a foul. Been aggressive early on. Usually settling for a jump, not usually, but sometimes settling for a jump shot. This game you see her going right to the rim.
The thing about Mackenzie, if you have been watching or listening, she's very patient when it comes to the shot. She doesn't force too many shots. If it's not falling, she switches up. She goes on a low block. She also puts her head down, as you can see, and now she is to the line to try and tie up this basketball game.
Now it's Jacobs returns to the game. She replaces Mitchell. And Foy replaces Taffy Phillip. Mackenzie with 2. First one, no good.
As a fan, it was waving and disturbing her on the line.
Second one's good. 18-17 now. Jennings with it. Zone for Guyana. Almost stolen. Malone again. That's a 3. She's off. Air ball there. Rodney with it. She gets it low to Jacobs. Goes up and in.
Nice move on the low block. A 1 dribble, 2 drop step by Jacob.
Jennings to Phillip. Foy. Got it. Nice shot there.
No, good shot, a good play. Drawing in the defenders, kicking out to Foy. Now she sinks the bucket.
Mackenzie to Rodney. Down low, Eiffel, that turnaround off the glass and in.
Eiffel, that's her money spot.
Jennings now to Foy. Gets deflected by Chester. With Tammy Phillips now. She's guarded by Jacobs. Worked around the top. Almost lost control. Phillip with it. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Eiffel eventually comes up with it. Mackenzie drives. She falls to the ground. It's a jump ball as Victor, as soon as she saw Mackenzie go down, just worked hard to get that jump.
And that's good defense as she saw Mackenzie lost her foot. She just dove right on her.
DeRoche into the game for the first time for Guyana. She's about to inbound. Rodney with it. DeRoche. Pumps, nice fake there. Doesn't get the shot to go, but Mackenzie down low.
Block.
Nice block. That was by Foy.
A nice defensive play as Mackenzie thought she had an easy layup, blocked from behind by Foy.
British Virgin Islands in possession now. That's Phillip drives. No good, too strong. Eiffel with another rebound. Rodney. The Roach can't control it. Now it's McKenzie in the corner. Eiffel turns around again, gets blocked.
This time she is met
And then picks up a cheap foul.
Eiffel doesn't put the ball too much on the floor. Once she gets it in that sweet spot, it's a nice turnaround off the glass, turnaround jump shot.
You have BI with it. Spins. Stolen. Guyana going the other way. Has McKenzie forward, and she puts it too far forward for her. A little too eager on that one, just not anticipating the correct speed from McKenzie.
She saw McKenzie in the open court beating all defenders, but a little too much on that throw from Jacob.
Phillip finds the shooter. No good. That's Malone again. DeRoche. Rodney. Slows it down. That's Jacob. Puts her head down. She tries to go up with it. She gets fouled on the way up. She'll be able to go to the line to shoot too. Able to extend this slim Guyana lead.
Well, Jacob, being the veteran for this basketball club as she is, really being aggressive. Haven't seen this in the first game from Jacobs, but she's real aggressive early, and she's to the line.
First one a little too strong. Free throws plaguing both of these teams so far. She hits a second. BVI just shooting 67%, while Guyana also shooting 67% from the line. Both teams look to pick that up a bit here in this game. Phillip to Malone. Pass gets deflected out of bounds. And Lewis checks back into the game. And down sits Eiffel. A little bit of a change of size for Guyana with that sub. Jennings fights for it. Comes out Guyana's way. Now with McKenzie. Pump fakes. Finds the Roach. No, Jennings stole it almost.
And as we have seen all tournament, Jennings for BVI,
with the hustle plays.
The workhorse.
Jacobs up top to Ronnie. Ronnie shoots the three. A little too strong. Battle between McKenzie and Lewis. A little miscommunication there by the teammates. Jacobs. Ball gets knocked out of bounds with just 8 seconds left to shoot for Guyana. DeRoche. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Comes the other way with the BVI. Now it's up to Foy. Thought about it. Now down low to Tammy. Oh, pass is stolen. Try to force it in there. Once again, another steal. It's Victor this time to Jennings. Pulls his shot. No good. Offensive board. And the foul.
A nice box out by Phillip. As she gets it to go on the putback.
We saw her have double digits offensive rebounds the other night.
Well, both Phillips, Tamara and Tafara, they have played in Arizona and Albany.
They went to community college in Arizona, correct? And then Albany was university.
Yeah.
So a couple of D1 level experienced players here.
Yeah, they've been on that level.
McKenzie finds Rodney for three. No good. Jennings almost gets trapped. It's Victor with it. She fakes an outlet. She throws it up off the glass, but she's going to the line to shoot too. Once again, the BVI look to improve their free throw percentage this game. Ayfield looks set to get checked back in. And Jacobs is going to go take a seat. First one is silky smooth.
As we see, Guyana +4 in points in the paint over the BVI, where the BVI +5 for second chance points. So as we have seen for this tournament, Kyle, the BVI on the hustle play.
A lane violation wouldn't have counted that free throw anyway, but Victor still was unable to hit. Roach with it now. Hunter finds DeRouche up top. Lewis now off the mark. There's Ayfield with the offensive rebound. Throws it up and it's no good.
As BVI is looking to push.
Phillip to Foy. She pulls the trigger. Air ball. There's a foul on the floor.
As the coach for Guyana.
And that foul actually puts the BVI calls their last time out here of the half.
As you can
What's
see,
some things you've seen so early on here?
well, as we can see, the veteran for Guyana, Jacob, she's shooting 80% from the field, 4 for 5, only 1 miss. But she's on the bench, probably getting her some rest as she gets her lungs. And she and Mackenzie, they're the leading scorer. Jacobs with 9 points and Mackenzie with 8. Wherefore, BVI, it's off the bench, Darienne Malone with 10 points. She's the leading scorer for them. And as you said, they have to get it going at the free throw line.
What I like so far is both those names you mentioned, they're not the usual leading scorers for either one of their teams. So the trouble that Guyana's been having this whole tournament is finding help from Mackenzie, and it looks like they found it in this game.
But Mackenzie hasn't been as she has thus far. It's left to see how it goes in the rest of the game. She only has 5 points. But we know she can get it going really quickly, being the player that she is. Also, it's left to see Tamara Phillips. She's only with 4 points. It's left to see how both captains can step it up.
That's Thomas at the line, unable to hit the first. And the second one's up. She's got it. Now a 2-point lead for the BVI here with just 3:30 remaining in this quarter. Mackenzie to Hunter. Now it's with Mackenzie again. 10 on the shot clock. She feeds Lewis. That's Hunter for 3. Off the mark. Rebound. BVI. Kemi Phillip finds a jump shot. Off the glass and in. She got to the spot on the floor that she wanted and just pulled the trigger. Very effective there.
She's looking to be a real aggressive scorer in the ball game.
Lewis. Hunter. Mackenzie thought about it. Now she drives. Ball gets tipped out to Ayfield. To the Roach now. Shoots off the mark. Phillip. Oh, she finds Victor on the break. Nice basket there. And quickly, Guyana tries to call a timeout, can't get it in time. Now it's the Roach.
Guyana is letting the basketball game get away here in the second.
Eiffel doesn't put it on the floor, but once again, off the glass.
That's been Eiffel all tournament. Being consistent, getting it right outside the key with the turnaround.
Phillip just looks to break the zone. Pass goes out of bounds. Now it's Guyana burning their last time out of the half.
It's actually off of Lewis, so after the timeout, it's BVI basketball with the 12 seconds on the shot clock.
What are some other things you've been noticing so far?
Well, what I've been noticing for Guyana has been trying to get Eiffel involved, being that Jacobs is out, being the leading scorer that she is. Eiffel has been doing a nice job. Couple mishaps with handling the ball, but they're trying to get her involved early. For the BVI, it all starts with the captain, Tamara Phillip. Not much points as she only has 6, but she already has 8 rebounds and 5 assists in the game.
Also on the defensive end, she has 4 steals.
And she's doing the workload. So it's left to see what Guyana can come out of the timeout with as they are trailing by 4.
Looking to make the game close before halftime.
Yeah,
as it is, it's close right now. Making sure it just doesn't get away before halftime.
Yeah, always trying to make a good push to end out the half.
Smith, 4 seconds left on the shot clock, and it's stolen by Lewis. Tries to pump, good defense there. Victor did not fall for it. Victor loses it now. Mackenzie, Lewis with another chance. She's got it.
What a sequence, a good initial defense by Victor, and Foy saved it, but Victor could not hold on to the ball as Lewis scored easily on the other end.
Victor, now to Foy. That's Smith up top. She drives, finds her way in the lane and throws it off the glass. Nice take.
That's what you call weaving through traffic. Finding the creek in the defense.
Lewis. Now to Hunter. To Mackenzie. Got it by the shot. Now Lewis finds it in the corner. She pulls the trigger. Unable to hit the rim. And we have a shot clock violation.
A nice defense. As we see Jennings now re-enters the game for the BVI.
It's Phillip with it. But fight for the ball. Last touch by Guyana as BVI is in a key possession here with 30 seconds left.
Once again, Jennings always in the mix, in the play, helping out Thomas and diving to the floor to try and tie up Mackenzie as she tried to throw it to her teammate. And it remains with the BVI.
Nibs Henley into the game now for these last 30 seconds of the half. Jump ball comes down with Taffy Phillips. She drives. Mackenzie got a hand in there. Now it's Mackenzie on the break. She has Hunter. She's got it. Nice lay in there. 2-point game with 15 seconds left in the half. Foy drives, throws it up. No good off the glass. Mackenzie with 5. Throws it up to Lewis. 2, 1. Gets it off. No good at the buzzer. And we head to the break with the British Virgin Islands holding a 2-point lead.
Wow.
Final thoughts before we take a quick break?
A tough look there for Lewis. It's a good comeback there for Guyana. Guyana is looking real good early. They made a nice comeback. Also for the BVI, we have seen Phillips starting to get it going. Not much on the points, but 8 big rebounds with 5 assists and 4 steals at the end of the first half. So it's left to see now. As we know in the tournament, not good on the free throws. Left to see if they can pick it up, as it's a 2-point lead for BVI heading into the locker room. I'm Keno Gums alongside Kyle Murphy, and we will be back with more action.
Welcome back. My name is Kyle Murphy. I'm alongside Keno Gums here at the 7th place game in the CBT Championships in Roadtown, Tortola at the Multisports Complex. We're moments away, but before we get back, Keno, what are some things from the first half?
Well, some things from the first half. If you just joining us, the BVI is leading the basketball game by 30-28. And for the BVI, big numbers for the captain. That's Tamara Phillips, number 4. She has 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists and 4 steals. But off the bench, the leading scorer is Darie Malone. So it's nice to see the bench getting involved. Whereas for Guyana, the captain and the leading scorer for the tournament, Mackenzie, she has 8 points. But Jacobs is the leading scorer, and she's also shooting 80% from the field. And Eiffel doing a nice job off the bench, chipping in with 5. So those are your numbers for the players. For the team, the points in the paint battle is being won by Guyana with a +4 for Guyana, but they're struggling in second chance points, not able to convert. And BVI is +5 in that category.
Very interesting. What are some changes you expect in the second half?
Well, the changes for Guyana they need to get a body on Phillip, as she is crashing the boards, and she's really undersized for the position, but she plays it very well, and they need to get a body on her. On the other end, Mackenzie, the captain, the leading scorer, she has to pick it up. She's getting a little help tonight, as we have seen with Jacobs.
The 5 are Jennings, the Phillip twins, Nibs Hanley, and Victor, with Lewis, Mackenzie, Andrew, Jacobs, and Hunter, the 5 for Guyana. As I see coming into the arena now is St. Vincent, as they get ready for their game next against Antigua and Barbuda for 5th place here. Jennings on the drive. She gets fouled. Oh, before she got fouled, a travel.
Yeah, she tried to go with the tuck under. Couldn't get it released in time. It's turnover.
Lewis with the ball now. Almost stolen. Now Lewis drives. Throws it up, no good. Nibs got in the face of Jacobs.
Nibs, a very itchy player, as Jacob stumbled on Nibs. She just spring up and
she didn't like getting thrown into the Play to Sports Limited, Play to Win Sports Limited banner over there. Jennings. Now it's stolen. Mackenzie up ahead. And she gets fouled. Jennings didn't like the call.
As Jennings not liking the call from the officials.
First one's no good, first and only one. Now it's Lewis. Mackenzie's able to control. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3. Clean block by Phillip. Pass gone astray on the break, but now BVI is able to control it up top.
Sloppy playing there.
From the elbow. Got it.
Nice looking jump shot there by Phillip.
Pass not able to get down low to Jacobs as Guyana turns it over.
Lewis for the past games not looking aggressive as she did start in the tournament.
Phillip. That's Victor. She puts her head down, drives. Throws it up, no good. Ball comes to Nibs Hanley. She throws it in off the glass.
Good there, realizing the shot clock was running down by Nibs. Tossed it up and get it to go off the glass.
Andrew gets it to Hunter. Now Lewis, Jacobs. Mackenzie now with her 12. Thought about it, now pulls the trigger off the front rim, no good. And that's Mackenzie's second.
The BVI has been doing a nice job of disrupting or bothering Mackenzie on her shots.
Jennings faces a little bit of pressure. Ball's gonna stay down here. When we come back, I just have 9 to shoot. Eiffel and Malone into the game. Victor and Andrews take a seat.
As the coach, just tell Eiffel, hey, I need you to go in there and get some boards, get the work in. As we will see, as the coach brings back in Eiffel.
Phillip for 3. She's got it. That's what you need to see from Tamara Phillip. She hit her spot on the floor and just pulled up. BVI with a quick run to start out this half. A steal.
That's the other Phillip there now.
Ball now controlled. Nibs for 3. Off the glass and in. And the BVI has opened up a 10-point lead.
Wow. What a run by the BVI here to open the second half.
Brian, his coach calls in a timeout to the table. We'll get that shortly. Hunter. Lewis tries to answer with a 3 of her own. No good. Out of bounds. And now we get that timeout from Guyana.
Coach for Guyana immediately off of his seat, not liking what he's seeing here from his team.
What are some things that the BVI are doing right early on here in the second half?
Well, the BVI, as you can see, like I said, for Guyana, they tried to have to get the ball out of the hands of the captain for the BVI. And as she starts to pick up her play, she's shooting the ball with high confidence, so the shots are going in. Also, we are seeing other players getting the scrap play, diving for the ball, saving. Shot clock was running out. Nibs got it, put it back. I realized the shot clock was running out and threw up, and she was wide open.
And for Guyana, what do you see them doing to get back in this one?
Well, for Guyana, Jacobs, she is the leading scorer, so they have to give her some touches once again, as she is shooting 80% from the field. As well, Lewis has to step up her play. It is not all on Mackenzie, as she's got to look to get her shots down as well. But BVI, give credit to the BVI for bothering and disrupting Mackenzie on the shots.
We would zoom action here as it's Phillip, Jennings, Phillip, Malone, Nibs, Hanley for the BVI. And Gibson, Mackenzie, Lewis, Eiffel, and Jacobs for Guyana. 40-30 with 6:18 left in this third quarter. Tammy Phillip with it, guarded by Mackenzie. Gives it to Malone. Spin, 7 seconds left in the shot clock. That's Tammy Phillip. And she draws the foul. Impressive play here early on from Phillip in the second half.
As you can see, she was being real passive in the first half, and now she's looking to be a scorer, and she now has a double-double. Only 4 more assists shy of a triple-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
First free throw is good.
As she adds to that. So she's looking to be real aggressive. She's going to the cup. When she sees an opening for the shot, she takes it. She's looking to be real aggressive here in the second half.
I feel. Tries to get to McKenzie. Sloppy play there in the backcourt.
And that does not help your cause for Guyana, being sloppy with the basketball.
Phillip thought about it. Gart pressed quickly. Now Phillip with it again. Gets into the paint. And once again, Phillip's going to the line, being aggressive.
Yeah, as I said, she's putting her head down. They're playing her for the shot. As she initially comes around the screen, she gives them a head fake to sell the shot and puts her head down. And now she's headed to the line once again.
First one's good. Hits them both. The lead has now ballooned to 13 for the British Virgin Islands. Gibson to McKenzie. McKenzie takes her shot. Off the front rim, no good. Phillip. McKenzie on the floor diving for it. Nibs Henley got it ripped out of there, what they call the jump ball first.
That's Nibs. Nibs getting in there and just ripping it away from McKenzie.
Guyana now with the possession arrow. Gibson. She goes to the rim. Off the glass and in.
Wow.
Nice take from Gibson.
A tough move by Gibson.
That's Malone in the corner. She hits another shot.
Malone.
That's an performance from her so far today.
She's the spark off the bench for this BVI basketball team.
Lewis loses control of it. Throws up to Nibs Hanley as she regains possession. Cammy Phillip with it now. She goes to the rim. She puts it in off the glass. Once again, putting her head down and just getting to the cup.
As you can see, being if it's not broke, don't fix it. As McKenzie and Jennings are down.
Both get up quickly. Eiffel with it. Jacobs. Jacobs throws it in.
Nice move
Count
by
the basket.
Jacobs.
A British Virgin Island player appears to be down, but she's getting up.
Yeah, that's the captain, Phillip. She's tough, but a nice move. Selling the pass was Jacob.
She did have Lewis all the three-point line. As Eiffel is going to take a seat here. As Rodney comes into the game.
As you can see, they're trying to get Jacob involved again as she
Jacobs with it. To McKenzie. She drives off the glass, no good. To Phillip. Gets it knocked away by Lewis, and now BVI's possession.
If you are the BVI, you have to keep your foot on the gas pedal.
To Jennings. She pulls the three. She's been shooting well all tournament long.
Yeah, she has. She's been shooting with confidence this whole tournament. She has been doing well from the field. That's Philip. That's the
It's stolen there. Up to Mackenzie, able to control it. She's able to finish as Taffy Phillip went into the stands. Jennings again off the mark.
They gotta make sure not to get Mackenzie going, cause she can get hot real quick.
Malone face guarding Mackenzie now. Timeout, British Virgin Islands, as they use their first of the half.
Probably a wise timeout for the coach, for the BVI, as his team has the lead and he wants them to settle down as they started to get a little sloppy here in the third.
BVI's lead up to 15 now. Once again, Guyana, what are some things you think the coach is telling his team so they can get back into this one?
Well, for Guyana, you have a lot of time in the basketball game. No need to rush. You can chip away and chip away. It's about stops. And right now, they're not stopping Tamara Phillip for BVI. They have to start buckling down on her, putting some good initial defense on her, because she has picked it up here in the second half and in this third quarter. And also for Guyana, Mackenzie and Jacob, they are the 1-2 punch right now. Mackenzie not playing to the high level that she usually plays at, but that can get turned on in an instant, being the player that she is and also the scorer that she is.
We're just about to get back underway here. 2:44 remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Guyana a foul away from the bonus. BVI will be going to the line for the rest of the quarter. As they take the floor, the BVI, it's Phillip, Malone, Nibs Hanley, Jennings. Guyana's 5, Lewis, Rodney, Gibson, Mackenzie, and Jacobs with 11 to shoot. And the referee just get things underway now. Jacobs inbound. Lewis. Rodney. Lewis for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and now it's BVI's possession. Jennings. Malone. Another one from the corner.
Malone is just cooking right now for the BVI.
Rodney tries to answer back. Air ball. Nibs Hanley with the board. Jennings. Up to Tamara Phillips. Sorry. She throws it in. Throws it off the rim. No good. Ball's loose. And it's Rodney. There's Lewis. Easy lay-in.
Probably wise by the other Phillip. Did not foul.
Gets a screen. Phillip now drives. Gets to the rim. Gets her own rebound. Last touch by the BVI. Victor into the game now for Nibs Hanley. Remember, we saw the BVI have a big lead early against Guyana in the first matchup, and Guyana was able to make a comeback effort. Let's see if something similar can happen today.
Yeah, but within that game,
Lewis, no good. Rebound controlled by Jacobs. Tries to force it into Lewis. BVI comes up with it. Now with Phillip. That's Victor.
in that game, Kyle, we saw a nice comeback from Guyana, but it was a little too late and probably too much effort. You don't want to put yourself in the same position here in this battle for the 7th seed.
We only got 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Mackenzie, 12 on the shot clock. Puts her head down. Goes to the rim. Can't get it to go in. Gets the rebound on the floor. Kicks it to Gibson. And Gibson gets hit in the face.
As Jennings tried to poke it away, and Gibson took a shot in the face.
She's down. Getting looked at by medical personnel now. We'll be back. Just about to get back underway as Chester comes into the game for the injured Gibson. We'll have more if we can. Mackenzie pulls the trigger from 3. Off the mark. Foy with it for the British Virgin Islands. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Gets a screen. It's now Malone. Mackenzie with the rebound. Shot clock's off. Jacobs with it. That's a reach-in call on Victor.
The home crowd for the BVI not liking that call at all.
13 seconds left. Inbound to Rodney. To Jacobs. Jacobs puts her head down. Off the glass, no good. Ball fought for. Tipped in the air. With Jacobs, 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1 second, no. Unaware of the game clock. Guyana's unable to get a shot off.
A nice run
when
there.
we come back, 53-38. British Virgin Islands in the lead. We're about to get underway here. I'm Kyle Murphy. I'm with Kino Gums. We're about to bring you the fourth quarter of this 7th place game at the CBC Championships in Rotown, Tortola. 53-38 lead as we get underway. Foy up top. Malone from the corner again, no good. Phillip gets the roll. That's Tammy Phillip. She now is 18 in the game. That was Lewis driving and be able to score. Ball comes out, it's Malone. To McKenzie. Now Lewis on the break. She gets hacked. Lewis to the line to shoot two now.
As you can see, Guyana starting this fourth quarter looking to get to the line.
First one's good. Gets the friendly roll on the second. As subs are on their way for the British Virgin Islands. Nib Hanley and Tammy Phillip back in the game for Foy and Thomas. Phillip, 7th to shoot. It's now Tammy Phillip, throws it up. Doesn't hit the rim, but it's still Guyana's ball. Now McKenzie, down 13. She drives, feeds Jacobs. Can't get it to go. Nibs Hanley with the board. Victor. Now back to Victor up top. Tammy Phillip puts her head down, drives. Nice shot, and it's good. Chester puts her head down. Off the rim, no good. Tammy Phillip with it. She looks to push on Rodney. Rodney falls, no good on the jump shot. Rebound. Now up to Nibs, just in front of the elbow. She's got it.
And the BVI starting to run away.
Ronnie with the board. Now it's McKenzie up top. Down to Lewis. McKenzie drives. Stay with McKenzie. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Throws it up in the corner. Off to the no good. Jacobs with the offensive rebound. She's unable to hit. BVI with it. Phillip. Stolen by Jacobs. Now the outlet to Lewis. Guarded by Victor. Lewis throws it in off the glass, no good, but McKenzie's there to clean things up.
McKenzie's right there.
We got a 15-point game here. With 6:45 remaining.
Guyana has to get something going now as this game is slowly slipping away.
Malone. Air ball on that one. Phillip stepped out. Lewis and Jacobs should take a seat.
As Jacobs, being a senior, she asks the coach, "Hey coach, Let's get a timeout. They're making a run, and she's parched.
A little disagreement on the bench.
Yeah, a little. As they bring Eiffel in the game now.
Chester. Throws it up. Eiffel gets fouled. I don't think I've seen Eiffel put the ball on the floor this whole game.
I don't.
It's that catch and shoot turnaround.
I don't even can't remember she put it on the floor for any game that I've seen. But stick with what's working. As she gets it on the low block, she just turns around, use her height on the turnaround jumper. And good initial post by Eiffel, and she's to the line.
Can't hit the free throw. Once again, when you're trying to make a comeback, free throws are so important.
They're very much important here in a basketball game, especially in the quarter, the fourth, where every free throw, every play is crucial.
Nice defense from Ronnie. She's able to hit the ball, but only out of bounds. BVI still in possession, 18 to shoot. Foy with it. She's able to knock down the three.
And now Foy, who wasn't hitting yesterday, she immediately comes off the bench.
And now it's a steal for the British Virgin Islands. And off the glass and in for Tammy Phillip. The lead is now 19.
And Guyana is letting this one get away. They need to get going, and they need to stop Phillip.
Chester with it. Gets it to McKenzie. McKenzie gets to the rim, gets fouled. And once again, the BVI aren't happy with that call.
That was a good move, though, by McKenzie. Beating Jennings off the dribble, and then just taking it baseline strong.
She's able to hit.
Not quite the offensive output that we have seen yesterday, but still efficient from the field.
She hits them both. 64-47, 5:30 left in this ball game. Phillip gets a screen. That's going to be called a moving screen as Nibs Hanley stuck out her leg. Ronnie's coming up slow. She looks to be all right. And that's the fourth on correction. Second, Chester tries to get it Eiffel. Rodney. And off the ball foul on Tafra Phillip. And quickly, Guyana's in the
As the foul was telling the official, she offhand said that should be offensive, but the official sticking with his call.
The fourth foul on Tafra Phillip. That's a situation to monitor, guys. She's a key player for the British Virgin Islands.
Yeah, she is. She's a wizard on the in block, at the low block.
No good on the second, but able to control the rebound. When they try to get it to Eiffel, it's stolen by Phillip. Tries to get it to the other Phillip. Battle on the floor. Hunter gets it. No good. Hunter gets her on miss and scores.
And it's all starting with Rodney. Rodney's energy for Guyana is through the charts.
head down, off the glass, no
Floated.
good. Guyana with the rebound.
Here comes Rodney.
Hunter for three, no good. Chester touched it last, and it's gonna
If I
go
was
with the BVI's way.
probably not want Hunt. You do not want Hunter taking that shot. Not really her forte.
Jennings to Foy. To Nibs Hanley. Nibs Hanley gets it out. That's Foy. She hits the shot.
And
A couple baskets here from Foy early in the fourth.
coming out of that slum out of yesterday's game.
Rodney with it. McKenzie pump fakes the three. Puts her head down, drives, no good. Phillip with the rebound. Up to Taffy Phillip. Just losing control with it out of bounds. And the British Virgin Islands call a timeout. BVI 16-point lead with 3:36 left. What do you see happening for the rest of the game?
Well, for the BVI has a nice commanding lead, so they do not have to rush the plays. You are ahead, so you might want to play clock management. For Guyana has picked up their energy, starting with Rodney, and they are anything else from here on in. They will be shooting from the free throw line, so it would be wise to go to the basket and see if you can chip away. It's all about chipping away.
Especially with the clock stop.
Exactly.
Looking forward to today's action. St. Vincent and Grenadines versus Antigua and Barbuda are the fifth place game coming up after this. Then you have the Virgin Islands taking on Barbados for third place, along with the championship game, the Bahamas versus Jamaica, both undefeated teams so far in this tournament. Should be a full day of basketball here.
That last game, the hype and anticipation for that, it's crazy. Bahamas pulling off a brilliant comeback versus Barbados last night, if you missed it.
And then Jamaica was able to fend off a comeback effort from the U.S. Virgin
Yeah, it
Islands.
was a nice comeback.
This other semifinal.
It was nice games.
Full day of basketball here right now. Guyana with the basketball. And Foy's going to the line. Foy with the foul. Ronnie's going to go to the line.
As you can see, it all starts chipping away. 3 minutes and 27 seconds is a lot of time in a basketball game. And you're only down 16. It's not like you're down 50. So getting to the line, but as we know, hitting your foul shots, that's the key. As we see, Rodney misses her first.
Second one good, though. 15 points. Gonna be tough to see Guyana get back into this game. Never count anything out, though. Phillip finds her twin. No good. McKenzie with it. Finds Eiffel down low. No good. Foy with it. Oh, wow. Nice turnaround by Foy, as she's really found a rhythm here in the second half.
Yeah, she seems to has it going today.
Eiffel gets blocked.
I failed that time. Just as she got it, she turned around. A little miscommunication between the officials.
Things are underway. Guyana's with the basketball now.
And they got the call right.
Chester no good. And Rodney picks up a foul. The first of the quarter. Jennings. Phillip. No good. McKenzie with the rebound. Puts her head down. McKenzie looks to go all the way. And calls the block. That's debatable.
That's a tough call.
I mean, block charges are one of the hardest calls to make in the game. What was your opinion on that one?
Well, I myself, I even can't vary from what I saw. It's tough. Those are the toughest calls to make, even as official. And we're here watching it. And if you're seeing it live on stream, it could have gone both ways.
Here, so we can't tell you guys, but it looked very close. And usually the benefit of the doubt does go to the offensive player.
Yeah, that's right.
Ball's loose on the floor. Staying down here. BVI in control of this one so far. Jennings. She gets fouled. The foul's on number 9, Shauna Chester. First one's up. It's good. Second one is on its way. Kenzie gets it deflected by Lewis. Now it's Phillip. Guyana comes up with this. Rodney. She throws it in off the ground and is fouled.
It's gonna take a Hercules effort from Guyana to get back in the game.
Rodney completes the and one, and the lead is just 12. Phillip gets a screen. 13 to shoot. Nibs loses control of it. McKenzie's on the break. McKenzie gets fouled. McKenzie with a chance to cut the lead just down to 10. That's the 4th foul on Nibs as she takes a seat.
We have seen this before, Kyle. Guyana waits a little too late in the ball game to pick up their play and get alive.
Second one's on its way. It's good.
And it looked like it's happening once again.
10 left. Now they implement the press. Phillip breaks it. Double dribble. Good pressure there from Guyana. And with a three-pointer right here, the game's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it really is. With a quick 3 at that.
Rodney with the ball. To Lewis. Lewis just goes to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. Rodney gets it, no good. Mackenzie gets to the corner. Oh, and just a nice swat out of bounds by Phillip.
Didn't see Phillip coming, and out of nowhere, Phillip with a nice block.
Chester pumps, goes to the rim. No good. Battle fought for. BVI comes out with it. And that foul's on Rodney.
Chances are getting very bleak for Guyana.
It looks like BVI will come out at 7th place in this tournament.
I have seen some stuff in my days, in my life, with basketball.
Don't want to call it yet. There's a backcourt violation. Guyana will take over possession. A little sloppy here late from the BVI. They had a big lead, but they're letting Guyana slink back into this one.
The defense from Guyana has picked up, but probably a little too late.
Mackenzie with it. Pulls the three. Little too strong. Rodney. Now she tries a three. Off the mark as well. Phillip controls the rebound. Mackenzie steals. Nice change of direction by Mackenzie. Can't get it to go.
But a nice move. Initially settled for the three-pointer. And at the next try, she just puts her head down. And now she's headed to the line. They're trying to cut the deficit to single digit.
Mackenzie, no good. Second attempt, she's got it. And Guyana $69-60 here with just 30 seconds remaining. Gives us a little opportunity to talk about today. 5th place game, St. Vincent Antigua coming up right after this one. And then you got 3rd place, which is for the spot in the Central Basket Championships between the Virgin Islands and the Barbados. And then with the championship game, Jamaica, Bahamas. A lot of people I've been talking to around the arena expected that from day one.
Yeah,
the Jamaica, Bahamas championship.
It has been a talk around in the arena. Seemingly that last year, both teams was strong as well. I think Bahamas, for the ladies, took the championship.
It was Jamaica. Jamaica won the championship. Last year, it was Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and Virgin Islands for 3rd. Virgin Islands then has a chance to repeat as the bronze medalist here at the CBC Championship.
All right. So my correction, it was Jamaica. So Jamaica trying to defend their title, their medal here, and both teams undefeated as well. So it's a real heavyweight fight in the last game. With seconds on the clock and a 9-point lead.
And Mackenzie fouls.
Smart play there by Mackenzie.
BVI still not in the bonus.
But probably not wise to foul Phillips as she...
Well, they're not in the bonus yet, so... But that was Mackenzie's 4th, so you got to watch out. She might foul out if she has to take it another intentional. Mackenzie knows she can't foul.
As she immediately knows is her 4th foul, and she didn't want to take the foul, because if she had taken it, she would have got fouled out. Phillips, 60% in the game from the free throw.
Hits the second. The first, my correction.
If she hits this one, it's probably over. It's iced.
No good. McKenzie with it now. Up to Rodney. Rodney puts her head down. No good.
Rodney, gotta remember, they're behind. You might have pulled up with a three-pointer.
And the foul is on Chester. Her third. Tarfra Phillip to the line. As Smith enters the game for Tammy Phillip. And what a performance from her tonight.
Yeah, what a
Once again, an assist shy of a triple-double.
That's another flirt there with a triple-double for the captain for the BVI.
As Tarfra Phillip misses
leaving
the first.
the game in the fourth now with 15 seconds on the clock. She has 21 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, 5 blocks.
Chester with it now. Finds Rodney. Now Rodney shoots the three. Off the mark, Hunter. She gets it to go. 7 seconds left. To Smith. No foul. No, my correction, they do foul here. 4.8. And now it's pretty safe to say that this one's in the books.
Yeah, this one is all wrapped up.
Some final stats for us before we prepare for next game.
Well, as we said, Phillip, she left the game with 15.9 seconds. As they are taking her out, she leaves leading with 21 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, assists shy of a triple-double, 4 steals, and 5 blocks, as well as Nibs. That's Talia Nibs. She has 10 points, and the Phillips sisters, she contributed 7
2
points.
seconds, the ball's
and
in
10
the air.
rebounds.
No good. And that's final now.
And that's the basketball game. Whereas Darian Malone came off the bench and chipped in with 16 big points for the BVI. And on the other end, it was a nice effort again by Mackenzie. She also had a double-double with 22 and 16. And Jacobs chipped in with 11. And Lewis had 10 points. And Eiffel off the bench chipped in with 7. In team efforts, points in the paint battle was won by Guyana, 40-24 in that, and the BVI winning plus foul in the second chance points. So that's your finals. That's the wrap up here. It's ended 72-62. And we are coming from you live from the Rotown, the multi-purpose sports complex in the British Virgin Islands for these 2015 Caribbean Basketball Confederation Women's Championship. Game 1 is in the books. I am Keno Gums alongside my splendid co-host, Kyle Murphy, and we will be back with you here for Game 2.